Hi guys, I'm Gabe Lenners with your Red Carpet Report, and tonight we're at the Samuel Goldwyn Theater for a special screening of the 1963 film, The Birds. How are you doing? Such an exciting night tonight.
Oh, it's fun. It really is. It's always fun because there's always people in the audience who haven't seen The Birds, which is always an amazement to me. You know, because I've been around for such a long time, and it's such a favorite. You know, I think a lot of people don't see it because they're frightened.
Let's talk about you for it. They should be.
Yes.
The Birds. You've had such an amazing career so far. What's been the best part?
You know, the best part is what it has allowed me to do in having a goal. You know, which is completely has nothing to do with motion pictures or acting or anything. When I became involved with rescuing the big cats, the lions and tigers, and I'm now working on federal legislation to stop the breeding of those animals. So that's kind of the best part of the whole thing.
Best part of the whole thing.
Yes.
Now let's talk about the film The Girl. It just came out. And, of course, it focuses on you and Alfred Hitchcock's relationship. Do you think it's a fair depiction of what actually happened?
It is very fair. It is very fair. Gwyneth Hughes gave me the honor of coming to talk to me about this issue. And, you know, this is the kind of thing that has been going on millennium. It is nothing new. And, but I felt that it was important for me to tell this story because I think it's important for women to know that they do not have to acquiesce to any demands made upon them for any reason if they aren't interested.
So, from a professional standpoint, when you were on set, what was it like working with him?
Well, I have dichotomous feelings about him because he was such an incredible artist and a fabulous director, and you know his mark on motion pictures will be around forever, and should be. And I greatly admire that. I admire him so much for what he has given us, and his control of the audience, how he was able to manipulate the audience into, he would know exactly when to frighten everybody, and you know, he was brilliant, totally brilliant. And then there was this dark side of him that in fact, the author, the biographer Donald Spoto, did a book titled The Dark Side of Genius. And Donald was a friend of mine. And I remember so clearly when he started writing the book, he was so excited about doing this. And as he was doing the research, he became more quiet and more sad and more, just sort of like the man has feet of clay because of the things that he would do to people. And, you know, it's an interesting dichotomous situation of personality, of being so brilliant in his field and yet such a mean, kind of devious person.
You know, but there were great times on the film. What's something you'll never forget from that?
Yeah, well, I'll never forget because he was always telling jokes, and but he also loved dirty limericks, which I didn't appreciate at all. I really didn't. But he was wonderful at telling stories about not only jokes, but stories about the motion pictures and about you know, all the years past that when he was first started out in Germany, and how he just the way he would put a film together. I mean, all of those things, and there were times on the set that were so amazing especially when some of his famous friends would come to the set. Or, you know, the people that we would see when there were dinner parties and that sort of thing. You know, it wasn't all dark. But when you only have an hour and a half to put a movie together, it's difficult to get every phase of what happened, you know, and that's too bad.
What advice do you have for a young actor or actress trying to break it and make it in Hollywood?
Be independently wealthy, for one thing. But know that you're just going to be bucking. It's one of the most difficult careers to try to get into. It really is. And even when you do arrive, you're always looking for a job. Always. You know, you do the one job and then, okay, now I have to look for another one.
Well, thank you so much for talking with us tonight.